Close your eyes and picture a Roman legionary. You are likely seeing a soldier from the height of the empire, marching in segmented armor behind a massive, curved rectangular shield. For centuries, the signature tool of that infantry dominance was the pilum, a highly specialized, heavy throwing spear designed to punch through enemy lines. By late antiquity, this iconic loadout had vanished. The heavy segmented armor, the curved scutum, and the famous pilum were missing from the battlefield. This physical absence fueled a long-standing historical narrative. Generations of scholars pointed to the loss of the pilum as a primary symptom of a military in terminal decline. A 4th-century military writer named Vegetius recorded a different reality. In his texts, he outlines the equipment of the late infantry, noting that they trained heavily with a successor weapon called the spiculum. Analyzing this hardware reveals the logic of a calculated, deliberate adaptation, one built for the specific demands of a new era of warfare. Vegetius preserved older military discipline and late imperial vocabulary in a manual called the Epitoma Rei Militaris. It serves as the primary historical blueprint for understanding what a late Roman soldier actually carried. According to his records, the spiculum was a heavy javelin. It featured a wooden shaft of about 5.5 feet, topped by a 9-inch triangular iron head. The classic pilum became a liability. Its extreme iron shank required complex forging, making it awkward as a general-purpose spear. The spiculum offered a rugged alternative. Its shorter iron head and robust wooden profile made it easier to carry, faster to produce, and highly adaptable. This was part of a broader shift in equipment. The infantrymen carrying this new javelin also used a longer spatha sword and replaced the curved rectangular shield with a flat oval design. This hardware update prioritized the rugged versatility required by late antique warfare over the narrow specialization of the past. That versatility supported a layered missile system. Late Roman heavy infantry engaged the enemy at range well before drawing their swords. A disciplined formation unleashed a sequenced barrage of shock. First, flights of arrows, then rapid volleys of lead-weighted darts called plombate, and finally, the heavy spiculum. When thrown with practiced force, the thick wooden shaft and iron point would violently embed itself into an oncoming wooden shield. This impact disrupts the enemy's forward rhythm. Shielded troops must suddenly dodge, absorb the kinetic shock, or step around wounded comrades, creating gaps in the line. The weapon also countered the growing threat of armored cavalry. The mass of the spiculum could shock a rider and mount through their heavy breastplates or scale armor, stopping a charge's momentum. The spiculum functioned as a shock delivery system, breaking the enemy's physical formation and psychological confidence seconds before the Roman line closed in. The transition from pilum to spiculum was a messy, gradual evolution that played out across different provinces over several centuries. The archaeological record reveals dozens of unstandardized variations of iron javelin heads. Local units adapted their weapons to specific manufacturing capabilities and immediate local threats. The late Roman era brought new strategic realities. The military had to defend significantly longer frontiers, operate mobile field armies, and garrison fortified towns. The static legionary model of the past was no longer suited for these environments. Despite these massive shifts, the spiculum proves that late Roman soldiers maintained the core combat discipline of their ancestors, relying on a devastating, organized missile shock before entering the melee. A 4th-century fighter equipped with his spatha, oval shield, plombate, and spiculum was a highly evolved soldier, ready for a complex and dangerous battlefield. Rome's army reorganized its arsenal to win a different kind of war. The spiculum demonstrates that long